Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. The legendary showdown we've all been eagerly anticipating. Minnesota versus Virginia Tech in the coveted Duke's Mayo Bowl. A clash so monumental it might actually make you pause your holiday leftovers binge. Kicking off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, this game promises, well, something probably a lot of meh and a little bit of okay. That wasn't terrible. Let's dive into this thrilling prediction. Minnesota enters this battle averaging a mind-blowing 24.4 points per game, securing their place as the 86th most dynamic offense in the nation. Yes, you read that right, 86th. They've somehow managed to move the ball with all the precision of a toddler learning to walk, especially when they're averaging fewer than 4 yards per carry on the ground. But don't worry, folks. Through the air, Max Brosmer has been dazzling defenses with his incredible ability to dink and dunk his way to a respectable completion rate, ranking in the top 26 in the nation. Truly elite stuff here. If Brosmer can string together enough short passes to keep the clock running, Minnesota should be able to stumble their way down the field for a few points, eventually. On defense, the Gophers are essentially Fort Knox, allowing a whopping 19.1 points per game, landing them 15th in the nation. Truly a defense to be feared, unless, of course, we're talking about third downs and red zone stops. Then suddenly solid turns into oops, my bad. Opposing offenses convert 40% of third downs and have no problem scoring inside the 20-yard line. After all, why not take advantage of that gaping hole in the defense? Sure, the Gophers' run defense is decent, holding teams to just 3.7 yards per carry, but don't get too excited. Their secondary, though, is capable of the occasional interception, so keep an eye out for those DBs to channel their inner ball hawks. Just don't expect it to happen when it matters. And then there's Virginia Tech, who's rolling into this game, hoping to finish with a winning record and perhaps a shred of dignity. With rumors flying that some of their starters might be sitting out, we might get to see a new crop of younger, less experienced players step into shine, or, more likely, to be tossed around by Minnesota's well-oiled passing attack. The Hokies' offense is averaging a generous 29.7 points per game, ranking 47th in the nation. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't exactly an offensive powerhouse. Bashal Tutin has been a workhorse on the ground with 1,159 yards and 15 touchdowns. But the Hokies' passing game? Let's just say Kieran Drones might want to buy a crash helmet, because the Hokies rank 100th in sack rate. No biggie though. What could possibly go wrong? On defense, Virginia Tech has somehow managed to allow 22.8 points per game, landing them at a respectable 32nd in the nation. They're particularly good at stopping teams in the red zone and limiting big plays through the air. But Minnesota's pass-heavy attack could test just how good this defense really is. The Hokies' pass rush, however, could cause Brosmer some headaches and keep the game closer than Minnesota would like. But hey, what else is new? Prediction time, Minnesota minus 8.5 feels like a solid pick. After all, Virginia Tech's run-heavy offense is going to have a tough time keeping up if the Gophers score early and often. Plus, Minnesota actually knows how to score touchdowns inside the red zone, unlike Virginia Tech, who might still be waiting for that miracle ground game to really take off. The Hokies' dream of grinding out a win with their run-heavy offense could quickly turn into a nightmare. As for the total, definitely go with under 42.5. Both defenses are expert level at disrupting what the opposing offenses want to do. Minnesota will trade red zone trips for field goals, while Virginia Tech will inevitably stall in third and long situations. This game is shaping up to be either a defensive masterpiece or a snooze fest. Take your pick. Either way, the under is the clear winner here, because who doesn't love a game full of missed opportunities and field goals instead of actual touchdowns? Now here are the best game prop picks for the Minnesota versus Virginia Tech matchup. Minnesota to score first. Minnesota scoring first, because of course, why wouldn't they? With Virginia Tech possibly fielding a team full of fresh-faced rookies and key players sitting out, Minnesota's offense should have no problem marching down the field like they're on a victory parade. Forget the Hokies' defense. They'll be too busy scrambling to figure out what's happening while Minnesota's offense strolls into the red zone without a hitch. Sure, the Gophers might not be the most dazzling offense in the nation, but hey, when your opponent can't even field their best squad, it's hard to not take advantage of the situation. So, expect Minnesota to claim that first score, probably with an effortless field goal, or maybe even a touchdown if they're feeling ambitious. It's basically a done deal. Max Brosmer over passing completions. Max Brosmer over passing completions. Because if there's one thing we can count on, It's that Minnesota will lean heavily on their air game, especially with that stellar running game of theirs. Oh wait, never mind. With Virginia Tech's pass rush and coverage about as intimidating as a damp paper towel, Brosmer should have all the time in the world to complete passes. And let's be real, it's not like he's going for deep bombs. No, he'll be doing what he does best, dinking and dunking his way to completion totals with short, safe passes that basically scream, "I'm playing it safe so I don't get sacked." With Virginia Tech's defense probably too busy looking for a clue on how to stop these simple throws, hitting his over should be a breeze. Expect Brosmer to rack up those completions like he's at a charity event handing out passes to everyone. Bashal Tootin under rushing yards. Bashal Tootin under rushing yards. Because who wouldn't want to bet against the one guy keeping Virginia Tech's offense from imploding entirely? Sure, he's been a strong force on the ground, but against Minnesota's defense, that's like bringing a plastic spoon to a knife fight. The Gophers have been absolutely dominant against the run, allowing a generous 3.7 yards per carry. So, naturally, Tootin is just going to bulldoze his way through that. Oh wait, no, he's probably not. With Minnesota likely taking control early and forcing Virginia Tech to play catch-up, Tootin will find himself watching the game from the sidelines, wishing he could get a few more chances to do something, anything. Minnesota's defense is just too solid. And with Tootin's opportunities getting cut short as the Hokies fall behind, don't expect him to hit those rushing yard totals. It's going to be a rough day for him, and a smoother day for anyone betting the under. Total field goals over 3.5. Total field goals over 3.5. Because who needs touchdowns when you can watch both teams proudly trot out their kickers every time they get near the red zone? Minnesota's efficiency inside the 20 is just so impressive. Who doesn't love a good old field goal when you can't quite manage to punch it in for 6? And let's not forget Virginia Tech's red zone defense, which is practically a brick wall when it comes to letting teams score. So why not settle for some thrilling three-pointers instead of risking the excitement of a touchdown? Both offenses will be so busy stalling in the red zone, you might as well grab some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the field goal frenzy. After all, who doesn't love a game where the highlight is watching kickers do their best to salvage a drive? The over on field goals seems like a total lock, because nothing says a high-stakes bowl game quite like a parade of field goals. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.